Hello everybody to a game of the Reds 1v1 Domination between ThePrussianPrince and Tobio. And I'm joined here with Zaript.
Hello, hello.
And this is ThePrussianPrince's third game, I think. He already played 2 of his matches in his group.
Yeah, well,
he's in group 2.
Yep. And it's
together with Sarganis and Red Stack from RTK.
Indeed, indeed. And it's fifth game, well, third match. Well, I wouldn't say it was crushing, like, despite the score 2-0, it wasn't complete domination as tournament name would suggest.
Yeah.
But still very convincing match domination, but games were pretty interesting and quite close. I guess both first games in both matches, Prussian Prince was on the verge of defeat. Well, yeah, it was very, very shaky. But still, like was mentioned in a couple of previous casts already, I really suggest you guys to take a look at the second game between Prussian Prince and Bane, just because of how it was played. It's a good example of how it's not builds that matter, but the way you use it and the way you show your cards. It was beautiful. I will have a live cast uploaded with Killerfish, and I think Killerfish will make additional analysis, replay analysis. Maybe Red Warrior would make it, because just game was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and in this game there's no pressure on Prussian Prince, as he won his last 2 matchups, so he's already through to the next round.
Indeed, he is.
And this is Tobio's first game, I think.
Yes, first match. And honestly, for the interest of a tournament, I would prefer to have this match last, so that there is some intrigue left, at least for Tobio. But well, it's their choice to play right now, and I will start with pink banners, which I had Tobio have on his right flank 3 light cavalry, Yari cavalry rank 6. Then from his left flank shifting fire cavalry and Yari cavalry rank 2, fire cavalry rank 2. Interesting, very cheap fire cavalry. Interesting choice. 1 Yari cavalry I would suspect hidden in a forest near shrine. BP Sam going there alone, rank 4. Very cheap DLC units. Surprising choice.
Yeah.
Is it new avatar? Yes, it's a new avatar. It's only rank 6.
But still full bowgen.
Yep. Shooting arrows. Well, maybe he cut on piercing arrows. It's not necessary to get range, but it's actually pretty cool to get kills. So for his infantry corps, here in the middle, 2 Yari Ash, 1 Nagi attendants, and 3 Nodachi rank 2. All acid green. Oh man. Jigs style. He also has Bashlik Warmonks rank 5 and Naginata Samurai rank 3 supporting them. And Yari Sam rank 3 on his right flank, which would be engaging now.
Yeah,
against BP Sam.
Yeah, Prussian Prince's BP Sam engaging with Yari Sam. On the other flank, you have Light Cav engaged with Prussian Prince's Light Cav, and yeah, I'm not sure if that engagement will go well for Tobio on the right flank. But then he has Cav flanking around.
Yes, and there is no spears for Prussian Prince supporting his cavalry there.
But still, we're gonna see a back charge. No, he's going for the Matchlock Warrior Monk, Prussian Prince with that Yari Cav. The Matchlock Warrior Monk not shooting.
Near Sword Dojo, Prussian Prince will definitely push through this Yari Samurai because there is BP Sam, there is 2 Swords Attendants, and now middle of Tobio in huge trouble now.
Yeah. And rear charges most likely. Oni is going for the gen.
And Tobio isn't microing his matchlocks well enough. They could be caught. No, now he's microing them. I guess actually at this point I don't see what Tobio can do.
Yeah, well, he has a bowgen and he engaged with his army. You don't want to do that with bowgen. You don't have the morale to last in that melee fight.
And not only that, he was spreading out against Quality-wise, Prussian Prince forces are much better. Maybe he has lower quantity of cavalry, but it didn't show it up like. And when you look at his units on like, he had definitely stronger flanks, Prussian Prince that is, and stronger DLC units, I guess. Well, GG.
Yeah, he had level 6 BP Sam, and his no duchies were slightly better, I think.
Well, and definitely Prussian Prince have. Well, I don't know how lucky Tobio is, but on this avatar, Prussian Prince definitely have Blade Master, and considering amount of these sword attendants. Oh, I didn't check stats, but I would guess that he used Blade Master, and maybe now probably not honorary attendant.
Yeah, it's too late to check that now.
Yeah, it was kinda careless of me, but I would suggest, assume that 3 Nodachi's, 1 Waka Raider, and 4 Sword Attendants. That's...
Yeah, Blade Master and Yagi most likely. That's what I would take with those swords.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, you see they have very similar builds, but Tobio invested in Matchlocks with extended range, while Prussian Prince, again, 3rd time in a row, in a first game takes a pure rush build. Just probably to test his opponent, I don't know. But first game in all 3 matches, counterplane, pure rush from Prussian Prince. That's...
Yeah, did Prussian Prince pick this map?
No idea. But we will see when next pick will be made. So let's just take a look at Prussian Prince build, which we didn't manage to cast because I was too slow. 3 Yari cavalry, rank 3, 2, so... okay, fire cavalry rank 6, 3 light cavalry. So he isn't weak, and that's just because of Matchlocks. And realizing that he have to deal with a pure melee rush, Tobio should have used his Matchlocks and bow gen to a great extent.
Like 5 sword attendants, crazy.
Yes. 3 Nodachi, it's a definite Blade Master. No questions there. And yes, build that you cannot engage frontally, and not ideal map for kiting, to be honest. Looking at how spread out Prussian Prince was, it's not easy to, like, the only way you can run is probably deployment zone in this scenario. At least with your Matchlocks, they would be caught eventually.
And now we know that Prussian Prince picked this map, as
yes.
Tobio is picking Saga River.
Well, yeah, he have very easy, very stable, kind of solid plan for it. Why not go with it? And it's actually good to have such a plan for a first game when you practically test your opponent. Like, can he deal with the simplest strategy in the world? Melee rush. Can he? And then you know how to, well, do with remnant of a match better. For Tobio, his build was maybe a bit too balanced. No clear focus, no focus on a build.
Well, I think the calf superiority. He could have done better with that. He just didn't want to move up his army that far.
Yeah, and honestly, the way he engaged his cav, I mean, Prussian Prince has his swords pretty much exposed because there is just not enough spears for Prussian Prince in his composition. He relies on sword attendants to kind of destroy charge of a cavalry, and maybe like less damage for his Nodachi, and then his cavalry would come. But you still can punish his swords, ideally, if you do everything right. Well, that's it for first game. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see second game in a moment.